Hey, Vooks. Hey, Vooks. Fuck, why can I not speak? Hey, folks. Thanks for stopping by. Last week, I took a Moto Guzzi V7 Special for a test ride. Yeah, I like this bike. Okay, it's official. I like the V7. And that was a mistake. The V7 I have been looking at for years. I've always admired it. It's a beautiful bike. I love the lines of it. I love the tank shape. Honestly, just about everything I like about it. There's nothing I don't like. However, I've avoided it because I'm a tall fella. I am 6'4". And everybody will tell you, Moto Guzzis are made for smaller guys. Well, the thing is, I am what they call long-waisted. I only got like 33-inch inseam, which makes me kind of more like a 6-foot-ish tall, because based on inseam. So I thought I'd give it a shot. And as I said, that was a mistake, because I didn't just like it. I think I love it. It is a fantastic bike. The problem is I own several bikes. And for a bike to come in, something needs to leave. Now, the V7 was being considered for what I call my Sunday bike. And what is a Sunday bike? At least in the yogi parlance. Well, Sunday bikes don't need to be ridden just on Sundays. They're a bike that I take when I am interested in just enjoying being on two wheels. And the Sunday bike has to meet three criteria. First off, it's got to look good. It's got to sound good. And it's got to feel good. So I've already have one of those. I have this. This is a 1999 Triumph Adventurer. It's got the T300 Hinckley triple in it, 885cc, around 70-ish horsepower. And it's just a fantastic bike. It ticks every one of those boxes. So I find myself with a dilemma. What do I do? So what do I do now? I'm smitten. And I decided I'm going to start, weighing them side by side. Triumph versus Moto Guzzi. So let's talk about it. Or how do they compare against each other? First off, it's got to look good. All right. Well, as I said, I find the V7 beautiful. It's a good looking bike. However, this Adventurer is a good looking bike as well in its own right. It is a classic European, or I should say a classic British style motorcycle. Very characterful. It's a great bike. It's got to sound good. This Hinckley triple, it's got a great sound to it. Let's listen to it for a second. At idle, it sounds fine-ish, but where it really starts to speak to you is between 5,000 and 7,000 RPM. It's really a great sounding bike at that time. And consequently, that's where I tend to keep the RPM. I wring its neck regularly. The V7 sounds great as well. That transverse twin, that Lopi engine, that little burble as you're decelerating, I just love that. It's just a great sound. I found myself literally giggling, on the test ride. Yes, I do like this bike. I gotta say, I do like this bike. And it's got to feel good. Number 3, it's got to feel good. So this seat, the Triumph Adventurer, is actually a 90s style made for the American market. So it's kind of a cruiser-ish bike. Consequently, this seat is ridiculously comfortable. I can ride for hours with absolutely zero fatigue. The V7, on the other hand, is pretty comfortable as well. I only went for a 25-ish test ride, and I've ridden enough bikes that I can tell in that amount of time if the bike is going to be comfortable for extended times, and I believe the V7 is. It struck me as being an extremely comfortable bike. I actually feel pretty good on it. And there's some other, less important things. In the V7's favor is all the electronics. It's got anti-lock brakes. It's got traction control. It's got ride modes. It's got, sport model has cruise control. Whereas this has none of that. It's the only thing power on it is the headlight, but I like that. That's actually I grew up with these kind of bikes. I grew up riding carbureted bikes with disc brakes. So all that technology, while good, doesn't mean anything to me. So I'm torn. I am honestly torn which bike be my new Sunday bike. There is, of course, one last criteria we haven't discussed, and it's money. This thing costs me nothing. Obviously it's paid for. Insurance is like $100 a year. And I mean, only on the negative side, I only get about 35 miles a gallon, and that's my fault. You know, I'm a little spirited with the riding. But otherwise, it's an inexpensive bike to own. This Hinckley engine is bulletproof. I have had to do almost nothing to it. On the negative side, it's heavy. It is a big, heavy bike. And it's also not just heavy, but top heavy. But that's a consideration for me as well. I mean, y'all probably didn't notice, but I'm not exactly a spring chicken. And as I age, I notice I'm not as strong as I was. And in fact, pulling the bike over here, I was off camber and it felt like it was, wanted to get away from me a second. I had to be assertive in my handling of it. Whereas the V7, it carries that weight low. It really feels 100 pounds lighter than it actually is. And that's appealing to me as well. So that's a significant consideration. I do have one problem with the V7, and that's the instrument cluster. I don't care to have Baby Yoda ride along with me. Now, I know there's those of you that actually like that dash, and I'm not hating on it. In isolation, it actually is a great instrument cluster. It's got great styling. I like the hints of the Guzzi Eagle in it. It's very clear, very readable. It tells you everything you need to know. However, if I'm gonna buy a V7, I'm gonna get the Special. I want the chrome pipes, I want the spoke wheels, and I want dual clocks. The clocks is the one thing on the bike that you interact with the most. You think about it, you're out for a ride for an hour. What do you look at 1,000 times? The clocks. And to have Baby Yoda staring back at me, that just doesn't work. It doesn't work for the aesthetic of the bike. On the Sport and on the Scout or Stone, absolutely, why not? But, they are a different class of bike. But the Special is special, and it should be treated as such. What Piaggio was thinking, I really don't know. But anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts and comments, because I am honestly torn. I don't mind spending the money, but is it worth it? And I'm trying to figure that out. So if you would, please comment. Tell me what you think. And don't just tell me which bike I should buy. Tell me why you think I should get it, because that's every bit as important as which one I should get. And if you would, like and subscribe. It's a brand new channel. I'm figuring this stuff out as I go. And if you have any comments along those lines, I'd love to hear them as well. That's it. Signing off. Y'all be safe out there. Be kind. And remember, the journey is the point.